right, y'all. Yeah, we back. You're listening to DisRace. I'm your boy, D.C. Curry. Well, the police are still undefeated, man. The former policeman in Louisville that shot Breonna Taylor just got hired at a nearby county as a deputy for the sheriff department. Now, come on. Come on, man. But he got acquitted but fired in Louisville. And a nearby county said he still has his certification to be a police officer. So they hired him because they figured it was cheaper. They didn't have to train him.
Them lawsuits gonna cost a lot more money though.
Come on, man. I mean, can you make a bigger statement that black lives
don't matter
than that?
Yep.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, the systemic injustice in this country is beyond, it's just beyond, it's beyond testing, man. Alex Baldwin, who shot the girl on the set of the movie, Russ, is it?
Yep.
They resumed filming it now. But his whole defense was, he didn't shoot the woman, the gun shot the woman. You ever seen a nigga get off on some shit like that? I didn't shoot him, the gun. OJ, you should have said that. I didn't stab her, the knife stabbed her.
Yeah, but as an actor, you ain't, if somebody put a gun in your hand, you don't assume it's a live round.
I got several guns, man. Even joking, even in acting, I ain't never pointed no gun. If it's supposed to be empty, I ain't pointed no gun at nobody and pulled the trigger.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a fake gun.
No. It's a real gun. It's supposed to be a blank in there.
Yeah, it was
Okay, well,
it's a real bullet.
That's not his job to check that.
No, but when you running the show, he the biggest star on the show. It was his production. Let me give you my theory on what happened in the first place. When the set shuts down and they out there in the desert and stuff, and you got them gun guys out there in the evening just for fun, they be setting shit up and just shooting at it. I mean, they be having their fun. They out in the desert, they lighting shit up. And somebody left the wrong bullet in the damn gun. Bruce Lee's son got killed with a blank like that. And the blank wasn't wrapped right. And the blank discharged and killed Bruce Lee's son. But I'm saying, I don't give a damn if you hand me a gun and tell me it's a blank. In first place, the girl he shot was not an actress. It would have been different even if they had been shooting a scene. And in the scene, he points the gun at the girl. She was another actor. He was just bullshitting, man. The girl was a producer. And he points the gun at her. And he talking about he didn't pull the trigger. Get the fuck out of here, man. And gets acquitted on that. They dropped the charges on that. Because the FBI tested the gun, made the gun, after that, untestable. Some kind of way they messed up the gun. And they dropped the charge. And they still charged the assistant producer. He didn't even touch the gun. And he pled guilty and got, I think, 16 months probation. But he got out of the business. He said, I'm gone. But Alex Baldwin paid that girl's husband off, put him on the show as a producer. They finishing the movie now, and they dropped the charges against the boy, man. And you gonna tell me, I mean, it could be some other thing, but you cannot tell me that white privilege does not exist in America, brother.
I mean,
He didn't shoot her.
I wouldn't try to tell you.
I don't know if it's white privilege, but having the right white lawyer is a privilege.
Well, I saw his lawyer, the white woman. She wasn't impressive to me. But I mean, just the fact that the man can claim, I didn't shoot her,
but
the gun shot her. You got to be
DC, you know,
shitting
as
me.
well as I do, a lot of these deals are made on golf courses, behind the scene, and you know what I'm saying. You know how it works. The right lawyer. That's why the big lawyers.
There's a lot of money going around.
You pay for a big lawyer when you want to get off on something.
if you can afford
You
it.
can afford that.
And who can most readily afford it when the disparity of income in America is clearly leaning toward the majority?
When you white, you got
But
that.
in
Okay.
every movie, in every big movie, is supposed to have a certain level of insurance associated with it. Like you can't
Yeah.
have a movie if you don't have
they
certain
got
having
paid.
insurance.
That
gonna
doesn't
steal the
eliminate the
production.
criminal
They're
charges.
gonna steal to the production, but he's gonna get off.
I
Criminal
produced,
charge.
I produced 3 movies. And a couple of the movies we shot in California, Compton, California. You know how many police experts, because we had some gun scenes, you know how many police experts we had to have out there? Not only did we had to pay the police, we had to pay the Crips, we had to pay the Bloods. We had to pay so many people to come out there because we had them little guns out there, man. And the police would check the guns before we did.
Right.
So it was negligence,
How was
man.
that Baldwin fault? If all them people supposed to be in
Because
place and
he
taking
was running the
guns,
show, and his negligence, his lackadaisical,
So he was
I
the
guarantee
producer.
you,
He was the
them
producer.
two.
Diligence.
He the money man. He's a superstar.
Yeah, but that don't mean he back in the movie. He could be in the
That
movie.
means
or-
if he sets the standard for when these guns come out, put these guns on, at least 2 people should be checking them guns. Maybe 3
I would say 3.
before you give me the gun.
Right.
And then just because I'm somewhat familiar with guns, I'm gonna check it my damn self. But even so, if all 3 of them people say the gun is empty, and then I check it and it's empty, I still ain't pointing it at somebody talking about.
Nah.
I was
But
just
that's
on
not
just
me.
like that was just like
I-
last week or week before last. We were shooting. Bullhead was out there shooting in the scene. The guy had the gun, and I was filming, and I said, "Hey, check that gun," because the angle that I was at, the guy had to act like he was hitting, and that meant it was coming to me. And I was like, "You need to check that gun." So they checked the gun.
Ain't
and
no
then when he
second
went to
chances
point, I
with them
said,
guns,
Push
man.
that, get that out the way, because I don't want no accidents.
And you know, I'm glad.
And I've been on a low budget film. I haven't ever had a high budget film. It's been so low budget. And they were
But
like,
low
we need a
budget.
gun. They were like, Weightball, you got a gun in your car? I was like, yeah, I got a gun. They were like, well, bring your gun because we need an extra gun. So it was a real gun.
That's
But
that.
it
And-
was still double checked by
And
3
I'm
people.
gonna tell you, I
Right,
got some.
quadruple check.
I got some air rifles that I just shoot like chipmunks and stuff, squirrels if they. I got some air rifles that look just like guns. I mean, I'm not saying it's good to be shot with a pellet or a BB, but it ain't fatal.
Yeah, I shot my brother right under his eye when we were kids.
Yeah, I shot my brother in the ass.
And the BB, it was by mistake,
my
but
brother
it was a
tried to
BB
hide
there.
behind a bush.
You and the
It was
vice
a BB
president.
there.
My
shooting
brother tried to
butts.
hide behind a
And
bush.
years
I shot
later-
right through that bush, lit his
Yep.
ass up.
And
Just
years
said I
later,
was on
he
the
had
day. Just how they
sinus
check the
surgery,
gun.
and they saw that BB
Just how many
under
people
his
check the
skin.
gun?
They
Just
took
said I
it
won
out.
the other day. Just how
Right.
many people check the gun?
Right. This boat showing me is, you know, that the red thing. You got
There's
more
10
than
of
one
them, right?
person. But if the star of the thing sets a lackadaisical approach to the safety and the gun safety, and then you know they just be like, here, man, it ain't loaded. And then I still, like I said, I ain't shooting. I ain't pointing this gun at nobody and pulling this trigger. Cause I don't buy that bullshit he talking about. He didn't pull the trigger. Don't no gun just go off by itself. Now he may have cocked the gun, and once you cock the gun, the trigger is most sensitive. You ain't got to pull it. All you got to do is hit it.
Touch it.
But
Right.
why,
That
would
may
you,
have
why
happened.
would you even cock it?
But
in?
why would you do
And like you said, there
most
wasn't
of the
even a
time-
shooting scene,
most
so
of
what
the
was that
time
all
on
about?
a gun shoot, they got expert marksmen. So they shoot what they call pellets that put off dust. That's what they usually shoot. So I'm saying they don't usually shoot real bullets, putting off dust. So that's what they use. Expert
No,
marksmen.
they don't usually shoot real bullets. They don't never shoot real bullets.
Right. It's
I
pellets.
don't even know what the
I
hell
don't know
real
if it's pellets,
bullets.
it's blanks, ain't it?
No.
It's
There's
pellets.
blanks. No, real bullets have
Blanks.
no business being on that set.
Well, I've been on some
It's
shoots where
blanks.
they shoot pellets and hit the targets and they put off dust.
Yeah.
But you're right, a lot of them shoot blanks. And it's how they shoot it. You know, they edit it where the shots should not be done by the person who's doing the shooting.
But-
It's another.
But look, the thing about guns is this: if you haven't been trained how to use a gun properly, whether it's a real gun or on a set, you shouldn't be touching the gun. Because the first thing I know they taught us in the military was never point a gun at anything you don't intend
That's
to
what
shoot.
I'm saying. Don't
And
point
you
a gun at
never put your
nobody.
finger on the trigger
You
unless
ready to
you're
shoot.
going to shoot them. So you always keep your finger on the base of the gun,
Right.
but you
Right.
never put it inside where the trigger is. And that was the problem.
It was just lackadaisical, and I mean, obviously the girl's husband, he like, you know, taking the money, but you know, there's no way that he should not be held accountable for neglect at the least. Now, I don't believe he intended to kill the girl.
Now,
Obviously he
DC,
didn't, but
hold
he
on.
was negligent.
Hold on, then you said, so if you, Alex Baldwin, they give you a pistol, should you fire it at the ground first to make sure it's working? Or they give you guns and you ready to shoot? So I'm saying, you saying he's negligent, but I'm saying if the people who is supporting you give you the right gun and they say you ready for action,
Bo,
so should you shoot in the ground?
Bo,
Should you shoot
you've
in
been
the
on
ground
movie
first?
sets. You've been on television
I'm just
sets.
asking you. I'm just saying.
I'm fixing to answer
Okay,
you.
go ahead.
Even if it's a scene where I'm shooting you and they filming me, I'm gonna point the gun to your right or to your left, even if it ain't supposed to be loaded, even if it's fake. And the cameraman, y'all make it look like I'm shooting at his head, because I'm not gonna aim no gun at your head. If even if it's a movie, the cameraman can make it look like, I've been talking to people that wasn't even there on camera. You can make it look like the person
just
there.
asking.
So I'm telling you, if I got a gun, even if it's supposed to be unloaded, I'm not pointing the gun at you. If you right there and the scene calls for me to shoot you in your head, I'm gonna point it to the right or the left of your head and then let the cameraman fix it.
Look at the
Because
camera
I'm
right
not
now. It
shooting
look like he
nobody.
about to shoot Bo P in the head. Look at the camera right now.
But
Well, Sister JJ about to take one too. Look, both of them about to get hit. Watch out.
I'm gonna be
Now
a
I'm
little-
shooting in
Look, it look
between.
like he
But
about
it
to
look
hit
like
my
I'm
temple.
shooting.
Yeah.
I'm shooting.
I'm gonna be a little devil advocate, okay? So if I'm getting directed by you as a director, and you tell me it's where to point it, that's where I'm pointing it. I don't have that option.
No. You're very wrong.
Okay.
As in, when I was on Grace Under Fire, they tell me do shit I wouldn't do all the time. I said, I can't. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do
I know
that
you did too.
all the time. I said, I'm not gonna do
You had
that.
a lot of gun scenes in Grace on the Fire.
No, but
hold
some
on,
other
hold
shit
on,
you
hold
gonna
on,
say.
Daisy.
I said, I'm not
Hold on,
gonna say
Daisy.
that.
But you
Directing my ass.
Hold on, but you Alex Baldwin, you've been in more action movies than you.
Right, by
So
far.
he know if you tell me action, shoot, this is where you want me to shoot.
That's
So
an
I don't-
argument for me.
Hold on.
He's a
But I don't
huge star.
decide. I don't decide where I pointed DC.
Oh, yes, you do.
Directed.
Oh, yes,
I'm
the
being
hell
directed.
you do. You tell that director, no, sir. Director says shoot.
Where my knees? Where you go?
The director says shoot, point the gun and shoot Bo in between the eye. And you, Alex Baldwin, you said, no, you make it look like I'm pointing in between the eye, but I'm
DC, you
pointing
know
to
it
it
don't
right
work
here.
like that. But
The
you know
hell
what?
if it don't?
DC, it don't work like
The
that.
hell
feel
if
like-
it don't?
Hey,
I
look,
feel like as an actor,
Wait, hold on,
you should
hold
be
on, hold on.
covered
Listen,
by all the
man.
insurance for the film.
I refuse to do shit in next Friday. There was some shit I refuse to do in Friday after next. I said, no, that ain't how this gonna go, player.
But DC, when a crew done set up for 45 to 30 minutes for you to do this shoot, you don't have that option as an actor.
I'll be
to tell
damned. You always got the option of controlling yourself, man.
and I'll
Don't-
explain
don't,
that.
man, shit.
And look, and let me explain that. You know what's
There's
called?
no
You can't explain it 'cause
situation
you never been
where
on
they can
No, I have been
tell
on
me,
sets.
But you can't.
they can tell
I have been on
me
sets
I'm
with
gonna
guns.
do
I've been on
something
sets with guns.
against
You've never been a
my
lead actor.
common sense.
Say what?
You've never been a lead actor.
How you know that?
Okay, then what you lead in? Nigga? What you tell us?
No, what I'm telling you is, look,
What's your lead actor? Go ahead, your
no,
lead acting
look,
experience.
this is what I'm telling you. When you on a scene or any place, and you feel unsafe, you're supposed to tell them, I don't
tell
feel
them.
safe.
I'm not gonna do
and
that.
And guess what? If they do it after you feel unsafe, then they're liable.
You lied.
But that's something where
So
you would have to
you did
do
a
it.
budget.
Yeah,
How much was the budget for your movie?
Oh no, we're
$500.
not going. We're
But
not
when
going.
you getting
there.
paid,
We're not going there.
when you getting
folks.
paid $2 million for a movie,
We not
like Alex
going
Ball or some $5 million, whatever.
Oh, you getting
You
way
get
more.
directed and you've
But
been
we
told
not
what to
going
do.
there. No.
So you do what you told to
No.
do. Now everybody
No.
behind the scenes gonna do what they supposed to do.
No.
Okay, let's flip it. Like, okay, so movies got a whole lot of props. Say you in a drug movie. and you supposed to be a fake dope fiend, but they give you real crack.
See, you
That's
know
fucked
what?
up. That's fucked up. They done
You
gave
know
you real
what?
crack. They like just smoke the
I
crack.
ain't
Just
fooling with him.
fake smoke the crack, but they done put some real crack in your pipe.
They pulled that shit on me in Next Friday with weed, but they knew I didn't smoke weed.
But they done put some
Mike,
look at that,
Mike,
look at that, some real weed in your pipe.
And when the camera rolling, it's supposed to be them little herb cigarettes that look like weed.
Mm-hmm.
They thought that was the funniest shit in the world, man. But a gun is a deadly.
Probably the best thing you shot the whole day. Probably the best thing you don't even remember.
It was when I was sitting on the couch.
Remember.
When I was sitting on the couch and we was smoking weed. That was Friday.
Oh,
They done put some real weed in there, huh?
Mike.
That's why that scene was so
Mike.
It
funny.
look like some real weed in the
That's why
Friday.
that scene was so
When
funny.
they
know
rolled
Mike.
that weed, I like, golly, that weed smoking like.
So we
why
didn't
you
have to
can't
be
look like
convinced because
fire.
it was for real. We didn't have to be convinced because it was for real.
I know, Mike. He thought he'd think he funny,
But
that ain't a deadly
disagree with y'all. I
situation.
disagree
But if
with
you
y'all.
was supposed to be a crackhead in Friday, if you was supposed to be the crackhead on,
And they put some real crack in
hell
there.
yeah,
I got a
then
problem.
you got a problem. Now you hooked.
I disagree. On set, I've been
And you
on
can't
set
finish the
before.
movie either.
And I did a scene with Mook with a gun.
Yeah.
And when I was given the gun, I was told everything to do with the gun. Don't point at nobody. The whole nine. Don't point at nobody. It ain't no bullets in it and nothing. Don't pull the trigger. The whole nine. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do all the fake shit in post. And so I'm saying to you, as an actor, as a baller who's being directed by somebody, when you give him the gun and you done gave it through all the protocol, the people who supposed to check it, you don't take it and shoot you don't shoot an offside fake shot most of the time. You don't do that.
I'm saying, Bo, with cameras, with Hollywood, with movies, with television, you can make it look like you pointing at somebody and pointing to the side. So I'm just saying, I ain't pointing no gun at nobody and pulling the trigger.
That's like
Y'all make it look like I'm pointing at him and pulling the trigger, which is a common thing to do. But I have been directed on movie sets, on television sets, to do stuff that I have refused to do. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
But DC, in a gunfight, they got multiple cameras shooting one scene.
Yeah.
It ain't a one
And they
shot.
shoot it multiple times.
Exactly.
And they can make it look like, you think all
Exactly.
them, and you never have to point a gun
But-
at anybody to
but
make it
on
look like
set-
on film you pointed the gun
But
at
on
them.
set, when the person who handled the gun give it to you, they say, this is your role, your action. You ain't thinking about, is it
The hell if
unloaded?
I ain't. The hell if I ain't.
Do you shoot off to the what? Do you shoot
No,
off
you
to
don't
the side?
shoot off, but I don't aim it at nobody and pull
Yeah,
the
but still,
trigger.
But in the scene, you got to aim it at somebody.
No, you
That's
do
how they
not. No,
shoot.
you do
That's how
not.
they got you framed up.
No, you do not. No, you do not.
Come on, that's
I
how-
just showed you on this screen. If I'm pointing right here, I'm gonna miss you if this gun goes off.
Yeah.
But on the screen, it looks as though I'm pointing at your head. Look at the screen up there.
I got you.
If I point like this, it looks like I'm shooting you in your head. I'm going behind you.
Yeah.
I would not point the gun at you, let alone pull the trigger. I wouldn't even point the gun at nobody. And with his experience in the business, he ought to know better than that. And I think he ought to be held liable, man.
He's
So
played
you
with a lot
saying
of
even
guns.
after you on set with Bo P for a few hours and he done butchered up a whole lot of words.
You
ain't
right.
go-
I might
you
wish
ain't,
you-
I'm about to say, yeah, dead on. About he done
You're right.
messed up so many words.
But I would get one of them tripods where I know I wouldn't miss.
I messed up
And
a word
sit
when
the gun on the tripod to steady it.
I
Then
messed
hit
up-
him for real.
I messed up words
Bust
with a
him
gun
in between
pointed
his
at me.
eyes.
I messed up words with a
And
gun
miss his
pointed at me.
brain. Huh?
I mess up words when a gun pointed at me. Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mess up words then.
Well,
Make
you
it
must
look
think
nervous.
one pointed at you all the time.
DC, please, DC.
No, brother. And as far as that obeying the director, come on, man. If it's something you think is defies common sense or puts somebody's safety in jeopardy, you just don't do it, man. You don't do it. And there's no way that you can have a gun, shoot somebody dead, and your defense is, I didn't shoot him, the gun shot him, and they drop charges. Give me
I
a
don't agree with that.
fucking break, man.
I don't agree with that. But
Give me a damn break. Well, on a good note, we gotta go. Big ups to Martin Lawrence. He got a star
yes, sir.
Yep.
in Hollywood.
I'm proud to say, Martin, you gave me a job. I appreciate you and your star, brother. I'm glad you got a star. You gave me some work.
He put me on First Amendment back in the day. He a good guy. Martin Lawrence, First Amendment, that we recorded in D.C. He's a good guy. I had a meeting with him one time. I said he was a good guy, right?
Say for you tear him down. Say, you said he did. You
No,
did.
he was just crazy, man. So I had a meeting with him one time. I forget what network it was, but anyway, I get to the meeting. It's about, 20 white guys, me and my agent, my lawyer, and we sitting in the meeting. And Martin comes in, sits down at the head of the table. He got on a black hood, black sunglasses. He dressed in all black, got a black cat. So he's sitting in the chair. He got a black cat in his lap. He petting the cat. This is a true story, man. So he got a guy with him sitting on his left. So white folks started the meeting. How you feeling, Mr. Lawrence? He wouldn't talk to nobody. He would turn to his assistant and say, "Tell him I'm fine."
Oh my God.
And then his assistant would say, "He's doing fine." Well, we thank you for coming. We appreciate you coming. We want to talk about this project. And then Martin would say, and then his assistant would say, "He's glad to be here." This went on for like an hour. And man, it was the funniest shit you ever see in your life, man. He would not talk.
DC, can I
But
tell
he
my-
had an assistant that would talk for him. He was just sitting there with his black cat.
Can I tell you how my story went?
Yeah, tell yours.
So I got on this show after he had the episode with running down the street naked by the bus and all that. So he had just
In
come out-
LA?
In LA. He just come out of rehab from all that. So I'm going up at the Comedy Act in LA. I'm next up to perform. I'm the headliner that night. So they come running to me like, "Yo, Martin here, man. He want to go on stage. Martin here, want to go." I said, "Okay, go ahead, let him go up." I said, "All right, Martin coming up." So Martin goes up on stage. It's true shit, man. And he was talking about everything that went on with the business and the industry and how white people treated you and then how he went through the whole episode. So nobody was really laughing. And they was like, "Damn, man, he done told about, I hate to say this, but he told about infidelities with his wife and who she was dealing with at the time, and big name person. We know I ain't gonna bring that name up. I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah.
But he was talking about all that and how white people treat you in Hollywood, and so nobody wouldn't laugh. He went about 45 minutes. I mean, he was smoking cigarette after cigarette, like
45 minutes in front of the headline.
yeah. Smoking cigarettes, taking cigarettes. And he
That's
just
wrong.
got out of rehab.
45
He just got out of
minutes.
rehab now. He just got out of rehab. So I goes up on stage. So the whole crowd is like, somebody got to say something about what we just saw. I'm up next. So I said,
Oh, man.
I'm just getting started in Hollywood. If this what the shit I gotta deal with,
I need to go back to
this crazy
Mississippi.
motherfucker. I said, I told all everything. I told, oh my God, the crowd went crazy. So Martin went outside to smoke more cigarettes, but his brother was still in the room. When I come on stage, his brother, "Hey man, call me tomorrow. I got a role for you on Martin." I can't believe you you got enough nuts to go up here after he just did this and say that. I got a role for you. That's how I got on Martin Lawrence show.
That's what's up.
Just like that. Yeah.
Well, your story was a lot more inspiring than mine.
Everybody was there. They like, "We got a role for you."
But God bless
Well, that's
him.
good, because I thought you was going to have to do something strange with that black cat. And that way, I was going to look at you different from now on. But I'm glad you had to do nothing strange with the cat. All you had to do is just be yourself. That's what's up. America, out there, just be yourself. Don't go out there trying to do nothing strange with no cat.
God bless Martin. He got
That's
his
a black
star.
cat.
Yeah. I love Martin. He gave me that, man, that was my break.
Y'all get it together and do what y'all can do. Joe Biden has announced he's running for president. He'll be
86 when he finished, if he win.
He'll be 80 if he wins. If he wins and finishes his term, he'll be 86.
And I'm like, we ain't got nobody younger. I thought Kamala was Kamala gonna step up and take.
You know what I'm
gonna
say. Democrats. I mean, who else could run? But I'm gonna tell you, and this is gonna be controversial. You know who I think would make a good president?
Oh,
and it's
like
sad because she's not a Democrat.
What's the name, daughter?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Who do
They
it?
kicked out. Well,
She's a Republican.
she was up against Trump.
What's the name? That was
The vice president.
vice president for
Daughter.
a while. And she's Liz Cheney.
There you go, Liz Cheney.
If she would switch over, or if she would run, I'm gonna tell you, man.
She
get
have
my
a good
vote.
chance of winning.
She's a woman.
I concur with that.
But she got nuts.
You know her vice president.
I'll be a transgender.
Can I say this? From the Democratic Party, the way it's set up right now, if they don't get someone in there that's comfortable with the LGBT community and all that movement they got going on, Democrats are not gonna
I don't think it's that big of a thing because
like
I
Budweiser.
said I would go. I would like to have Liz Cheney, but I'm gonna tell you, this boy, he's a sissy. But if he wasn't married to a man,
Budovich?
I could vote for Buttigieg. A beauty
For
juice.
booty who?
Booty juice or
Buttigieg.
whatever. it
His
is.
name Booty Juice.
I actually met him once too.
If
When he was in
he,
the Navy.
if
Don't say
he,
it 3 times.
see, he could be gay, but I don't think being married to a man, I don't think get enough vote. If he wasn't married to a man, if he was just a regular gay guy, like engaged, like Don Lemon, yeah.
Booty juice. Booty juice.
He in charge of Department of
Put his real
Transportation.
name, put his real name on the screen, man.
Buttigieg.
It's Buttigieg.
Everybody know who the hell I'm talking about,
It's
man.
Buttigieg. It's Buttigieg.
You know it's Budovich.
Buttigieg.
Look, I knew him as an officer in the Navy
You knew
Reserve.
it. Oh, hold it. Bullhead say he knows him.
Well, I don't know him, but
Well,
I
you
met
said
him
you know
numerous times.
TC, can we acknowledge?
He used to be an intelligence
Can we-
officer in the Navy
Can we
Reserve.
take this time out to acknowledge our brother, Mr. Bullhead, who has changed from he got his guard on.
Oh, I meant to mention that because that is a bona fide real dashiki.
Yeah, it is.
And there's some history behind it, I understand.
And it got the.
And before we go, I would like
And
to-
I don't know if y'all in America can smell. It smells like a real dashiki. It got a certain level of African funk to it. Dude. It smells like a little bit of motherland.
And he got his hat on there. He got his hat on today.
And that ain't no yarmulke because it's.
What you call that hat?
No.
That's Kofi.
What you
It's-
call it?
it's a
When-
kufi.
It's a kufi.
Yeah.
How you spell
So,
it?
Kufi spelled Goof. What?
so
We just call it a prayer cap.
He done went from a libertarian to a 12-day Adventist. That's what he done.
You know,
Tell us about the
I can do
dashiki.
that. So I got this dashiki from my brother's father-in-law, who was an emir from Ghana, or
He was a who?
an emir.
And a mirror.
What is a
You had to
mirror?
describe. Tell us
So
what that is.
so he was a missionary in charge of the Muslim organization that I belong to, and for the whole country of Ghana.
So,
Damn.
he's
So
over
my
there
brother
having-
was married to his daughter.
Oh, okay.
Man, he rest in peace. He was shot and killed in Chicago in 2006 in his barbershop.
So your brother over there in Ghana.
But no, he was going to move to Ghana right before he got killed.
Oh, okay.
But I got to meet his father-in-law, and he gave me this dashiki.
Well, you look good, man. You look good in it.
He just got like a trunk full of dashikis. He just get to everybody he meet, or what you was special.
I think I was special,
You
man.
just said the man just told you the
Trunk of
story down.
dashikis. He just like
You
he
gonna water it down. You
What
gonna water it
about
down.
what about the hat?
Yeah, what is the kufi?
So the prayer cap is only required really to wear when you pray, because you're supposed to cover your head when you pray.
So you been praying here all night?
Like I pray every day.
with us. I mean, you been praying for us.
I prayed for you before we got in here.
Why
I'm
you
gonna pray
still
for
got
you
it
when you
on?
I
get out.
appreciate it too, man.
Well, how long you got to wear it? You been praying.
We all
Take
need
it off.
prayer.
You finish?
Well, you know, Muslims pray 5 times a day.
All right, let's pray again right now.
Just at random,
No, it's not random times.
I'm not gonna be little in religion.
No, I ain't that. I'm just saying. But
Now,
the cat's still
is this at 5 times at any time, or is it certain times?
No, there's certain
Muslims say?
times. So it just so happens that my birthday
It's today.
is in a couple hours.
Right.
Happy
birthday's in a couple hours?
Yeah, on the 27th.
birthday.
Appreciate it.
Oh, happy birthday, man.
Yeah, so my mother right now was in labor with me 53 years ago at the first mosque in America.
Oh, wow.
And
So you the
I-
first mom's baby.
yeah, I'm a mosque baby.
Okay,
First mosque. You
go
said
ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And
So
I'm
what,
the
they
fir-
got like a bathtub in the back of the mosque?
It's
That
interesting.
They just birth the
No,
babies, or what they do?
no,
You
actually,
at the mosque.
you know, it's
Oh,
funny.
he got that. They wasn't doing
So
that.
my mother gave birth to me on the kitchen table.
Of the mosque?
Kitchen
Yeah.
table.
And then they just fried chicken at the church next week?
Look, I don't know what they fried. I don't know what they fried, but
They don't fry chicken.
I'm just saying they couldn't have made
Come
the
on now,
repast.
Weightball. You're fat. You
Hey,
know.
On
look.
the kitchen table.
look, let me tell you something, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm a breastfed baby.
Okay.
I ain't had no fried chicken when I was born. I had breast milk.
I don't know about as a baby, but I done made up for it since then.
I'm just saying.
Well, how long did you breastfeed?
You were birthed on the table,
2 years.
Oh, not 9 or 10.
so your mama got up on the table and had you?
I mean,
Hey, man.
Hey, man, look here.
Just saying, like, I done
How
seen
you
it- I
gonna
done
be born
seen it
on
in
the
the
table if his
bathtub.
mama wasn't on the table? You think mama sitting on the sink and her ass reached all the way over to the
I'm
table?
Right.
just saying, I'm
exactly.
just saying, I done seen babies born in the bathtub. I
Yeah.
never seen them get up on the table.
This is why we get cancer on YouTube.
well, I
We
was
don't
still
know
in the
the
womb,
facts.
so I don't know what they was doing to try to get me out. But you
Yeah.
know,
You
but
was born on the
I was
table.
born on the kitchen table
At the mosque.
at 4:32
They
in the
got
morning.
kitchens at mosque?
Yeah,
I didn't know
I'm
that.
They
just
got 'em at the
saying,
church.
Next
See,
week,
there
they
you
had
go.
to make
Yeah, they got kitchen
they
and
had to
cooking
cook the
tomorrow.
apple.
I didn't know that.
and then
I
the
didn't know that.
service
I'm
meal.
trying to learn.
Yeah, they got kitchen.
Listen, man, I'm always trying to
I
learn.
know, but he got cut on.
And this boy got some knowledge that I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, I love to eat.
I'm just saying, I ain't
So the
trusting-
hat.
I ain't trusting nothing else. What mosque was that at? Because I ain't trusting
Chicago.
nothing about
See,
that
there you
kitchen.
go.
I'm just saying.
It was
There
the
you
first
go.
mosque in America. It's called the
Y'all
Sadiq
is
Mosque.
Despicable.
It's located on Wabash and
Chicago.
You ain't got to tell
Chicago.
them all that. They despicable.
You got so the robe is from Ghana, the hat is from
The flea market on
Old
Metropolitan.
National.
Greenbrier Mall.
Old National.
hey, you can get a prayer cap anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the world, you can get a prayer cap.
Yeah, and you get dashiki pretty much anywhere in Old National.
No, but you can't get this dashiki anywhere because
No, that's
this one
authentic.
smells like it's from
Oh, you can look
Africa.
at it and tell.
Well, we can tell you only got that one, but I'm telling you,
He
I can
gone.
get right down there now to Old
It's
National.
not only that, he
Mall,
gone
get the same
African. Hold up your watch, man. He got African watch. He all the way, man.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah, well.
look like
Police pull you over,
Like
your ass
African
going
oil.
straight to jail, boy.
No, well, you understand. As soon as I leave here, all this coming on. I'm putting on my Navy stuff.
God bless you.
Oh, you put your Navy stuff on to go to the gas station.
No, I go that to get to the house.
So the dashiki is just for us.
No, that's for the audience.
I'm just saying, you said you don't wear it nowhere. You
Hey, man, I was glad to see it, man.
I don't want
I'm
that
glad
big
to
ass
see it.
nigga wearing dashiki with us. When you got that.
That's a real dashiki. There ain't none of that bullshit from that flea market. That's a real dashiki.
Now that's a real dashiki. Now
Hold
that
on.
prayer
Look at
cap
that.
made in
Hold on.
China. That
What's
prayer
a
cap
real-
Yeah, that
was
hat,
made in
that's
China.
different
That's
stuff.
made in
Real
China.
It might have been made in Pakistan.
What's a real dashiki? No bullet hole.
I seen some fake dashiki now. I seen some that
You can
like
tell that's authentic.
you know, like when your mama,
I know.
like when your mama make
Look,
it
this
like-
was made. Look, this
It's
was
heavy.
made in
It's
Ghana.
heavy. It's real.
you
All right.
Now
tell
you can
it's
tell
authentic.
that's real.
You can tell it's authentic.
That's real. That's authentic. God bless you, boy.
Yeah, I can tell.
Appreciate
That's
Good to
real
have you.
Korean man.
God bless you.
That's real
God
Korean.
bless America. God bless Black America. God bless White America. Yeah. God bless Mexican America.
Muslim America.
God bless Muslim America. Baptist
Gay
too.
America, everybody.
Gay America.
I
don't
was gonna say even gay America.
Mississippi
God
America.
bless
God bless
everybody.
Mississippi and America.
We need Mississippi. We need it right now. We
I'm
got
going
a
to
lot of stuff
Mississippi.
to
This,
do.
I'm going to Mississippi this summer.
I don't give a shit. Y'all have a good week. I'm DC Curry.
I'm Bo P.
I'm Sister JJ.
This is Weightball.
And it's your man Bullhead.
You've been listening to DisRace. I'll holla.